Alright, I've been playing Median XL lately. It's still kind of king of it, but got first guy like just over 100. That only takes a couple days. Playing an Unholy Paladin. Trying that hell difficulty right now. I just got to Act 2. And going to be trying to gather some gear. Oh yeah, just kind of casually farming. Am I looking for a large shield, like a tiered unique. Taking a little longer than I expected to find that. Yeah, this is like, these have been clearing out pretty well. Pretty smooth, just using the Slayer. This is the skill tree. I have like plus 10 to all skills, and then these ones in the 20s are the ones that I'm maxing. Not that I leveled up. That's how it'll look. Then just these two, one each. I could probably sink some of my extra points into something else as well, but I just kind of want to keep it simple and not worrying too much about the build. Just kind of copying a real basic guide that I found. Well, actually, it's a really good in-depth guide. Very helpful. So the main skill is Slayer, which kind of summons this really bright white thing with it is like a demon, and it's like a turret, kind of like in vanilla. It's kind of like Hydra. And I have a bunch of buffs, including this one. Makes me into a demon. It just kind of increases my spell damage. That's called Super Beast. And then I can also do Mind Flay. It's kind of like a skill you can spam for extra damage. And then eventually I'll be transitioning to using that as the main skill. But I kind of need to farm more. And this mod also comes with a map revealing built into it, which is nice. I've never used any of that before, but I figure I might as well use it if it comes. Had my mercenary here as well. She's got some just kind of basic stuff that I happen to find along the way. I think a level unique. Oh no, this is actually just a sacred bow damage. But it's decent damage. Ooh. Thanks. Okay. Not sure what was. I haven't gone to this area before, so I'm not really familiar with enemies and how they work, kind of like on all difficulty. So and just kind of cast Slayers. I think there's a poison that's... You're just gonna cast the Slayers, sit back, and then this other thing, these minions are called Scourge skill, and they kind of just tank a lot of the hits. And for a large shield, and I'm actually looking for like leather gloves. Tier 4 leather gloves was recommended by the guide, and then I can use that for crafting. Those guys were like spawning from somewhere. Yeah, those guys like jump out of the ground. See, it looks like they just come out of the ground. Be careful of that. Another thing, I think there was a special... Was there a special dungeon in this game? I think... Yeah, maybe there might be a dungeon here that's super high level, but I can just skip that. So, though I'm not really super worried about it. There's one quest that I already did where it punishes you if you kind of over level, but I think that's the only case of that, so we're basically just looking for normal questing. Normal quests. So we just need to basically jump to our oasis, just like we would normally. Hello in the chat. Welcome. Right, rare amulet. Be some good stuff. My gear is pretty bad, so we have a good chance of like upgrading off of rares that we find. Because I just got to basically level 100 yesterday and hit hell difficulty. It's kind of my first day playing. Could get some nice gear upgrades. And we're still looking for hard shield to make it quick, tiered unique. Which is nothing super special, but it'll be decent to use for a while. We get into the kind of high-end stuff. Yeah, so far these enemies have all died pretty easily. And then in this mod, the other thing that's kind of cool is that pretty much it's always worth it to pick up uniques because you can kind of disenchant them. The crystals that let you make tiered uniques. So if you find uniques, you can disenchant them and then use that to make kind of whatever unique you want, as long as you find the correct item base. But those are kind of those will never give you like the super high-end stuff. They're called sacred items, but they're very useful for like using until you get to this high-level stuff. I still definitely want to grab those. The other thing that's kind of cool, this is my first mod, playing first mod of D2, so cool thing is it took away teleport from the sorceress, but the caster paladin actually does have access to a teleport on like I think it's a 3-second cooldown here, called Divine Apparition. See, so these are some sacred items, but I'll pick up the sword, although these probably aren't likely to be good. You have to have useful stats for me, like caster stuff. Specifically, we're going for like lightning damage. This is that's the unique boots. Disenchant shard we can. Gotta keep, so my buffs are still good. It shows down in the bottom left, these icons tell you that your buffs are still active. And we're just gonna kind of slowly, carefully make our way through here. Gotta be a little careful. So we're doing lightning damage eventually. That's what kind of the gear we're going for, because that's what works with Mind Flay. But the slayers that we're using now actually use magic damage, so we just have to be a little careful of running into enemies that are absorb magic. The Scourges, which are my minions here, they do decent damage, so they'll still kill the magic immunes quickly. But you know, if it happened to be a magic immune that also has a powerful attack, then that's when we could be in trouble. Okay, now my buffs are... Just recast all that. See right there, like, I gotta get a little better at just like not walking blindly into a room. Always good to kind of recast some slayers and corner on corners and stuff, otherwise you just get hit with everything. If the minions, once the minions come into the room, they kind of clog everything up. There's a treasure goblin. The treasure goblins are kind of fun. I mean, that was a cool thing. I didn't really care much for Diablo 3, but treasure goblins were a nice feature from. Yeah, man, we are only really not too concerned with like gathering all those shrines just to trade them. We only really need teleport. We only need the ornate shrines and the eerie shrines for this build. But yeah, so the treasure goblins are nice. They'll drop, there's different types and they'll drop stuff, and I haven't gotten, that one happened to be one that dropped different types of orbs. Yeah, they just these like custom orbs. I haven't really ventured too much into that type of crafting yet, so I've just been kind of, I haven't seen too many of them, but I'm just kind of holding on to all that stuff. Also, so I don't actually know what a Viscala is, but I'll look that up. Oh, I thought that was a large shield, but it's a large axe. I need a large shield, and actually the tier 3 large shield would be ideal. Okay, so Viscala is the barbarian only, so that's not going to be good. I'm still picking up rare tiaras out of just habit, but I mean, these could be good. But this is just the tiered unique I'm using right now, so this is kind of a pretty solid leveling up. So this isn't going to be better. And then really, we don't even really need that, because at this point I think really the only thing that would be better would be for the sacred crafted helmets. So I don't really need to actually pick up those other rares that aren't sacred. Yeah, Slayer's still doing quite good, and the guide says Slayer pretty much can take you through the first playthrough. There. So slowly clearing. This boss is super easy. There. Most of the inventory is starting to get a little bit full.
Greetings.
Some of this stuff. This was so this is actually also a barbarian, so that was useless to pick it up. This is a unique. We can disenchant this with boots. We can disenchant and. So this could be, something like that could be good if it was lightning instead of cold. It's got the minus resist and plus spell damage. Not gonna be useful for this. I think I should save that though, because you can do some crafting you can do with rare rings and amulets. Sort of these things over. And the shrines can be stored in the vessels that you can craft. This is storing 5 shrines in it. I wonder if I need to some of these. I'm gonna clear a whole bunch of junk here. I haven't really sorted through yet because I was playing a little bit before. So I can disenchant those together. There's one arcane crystal. Storage. So this is now a pile of 2 arcane crystals. 1 shard left over. 5 shards will make a crystal. And you can stack the crystals on a cluster. Sounds super complicated, but it's not too bad really. Once you get into it, it all kind of makes sense. Alright, so now we can bounce back in here. Now we're just running over to Viper Temple. Ooh, yikes. Didn't even see what was hitting. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, so I kind of messed up the tiered unique on my shield. I made it too high level on this, so I was gonna say, let's just pick up a random shield because it's better than this one. Just happens to be the skills. That's pretty. Another one. Maybe this will be even better. Wow, 2 to skills. Still not better though. Not even sure if the well, I guess tiered unique I think is still better than just having some skills. So 3 skills is pretty good. Although I guess I think tiered unique has some pretty good resistances, which would actually help me a lot. Yikes. Okay, those guys are teleport type attack. They really kind of sneak up on you. Gotta be careful of that. I'll probably die to that eventually. Let's see. So I'm just looking at my mini map here, I think. From there, so it's gotta be up here. And then you just gotta go north and then west. Oh yeah, just I don't know. It could be hard to deal with since I have to kind of cast Slayer to be able to do anything. So if they like sneak attack me, kind of, I'm already behind, cast the Slayer, and then they start attacking. There's a Mind Flay, it just kind of looks like a chain lightning. It does pretty good damage as well here, so definitely make use of that. And then last. Gargoyles actually absorb lightning. Mind Flay in here.
I can't use that.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, that the rogue cannot use the arrow quivers. So, stop trying. So here, coming into the Claw Viper Temple. This was pretty easy on the earlier difficulty, so hopefully still that thing iterate.
Light to guide my
Map
way
here.
in this accursed place.
Northwest. So yeah, just open the door, cast some slayers inside. I'll wait out here. Minions just kind of clog the doorway. Quite safe. One of the other cool things, if anyone who's watching this not super familiar with the mod, is add a whole bunch of like cool, you know, body armors for like casters. Like this is sorceress only, and it just requires dexterity rather than strength. So we'll just wait back here. So that's clear everything. Slayers up here. I will focus him with some play. I don't really think I don't really know if the blue jewels are worth picking up. I've still been picking them up from mostly.
Hello. How do I know I can? Oh.
Alright, so we can plug in just like normal. Sanctuary. Stat. Kind of forgot these guys. So now this heavy belt, the sacred belt, could theoretically be good. And this actually does have one skill, but I think that I probably want to wait until I find one that also has like lightning damage, or start worrying about like stuff on. And I don't have the stats to equip it yet, so kind of wait a little while until I get some more gear that adds strength, because I won't even be able to really use it anyway. So teleport is coming. The other kind of cool thing about this particular teleport is it actually casts kind of like an AoE freeze in wherever you go. So you don't minimizes the possibility that you just teleport into a room and die, which is kind of nice. And again, it does have a 3-second cooldown, so I don't really think it's overpowered or anything. It is a useful utility.
This surely is the
Alright,
product of a
and the nice thing about the map reveal is we can see where the summoner is. Yeah, and of course it's always the last place you look. probably backed out of there. I think that might even be fire damage too, which is my worst resistance. It's cold damage. It's still not great. Slayer is like kinda nice here because you can cast it across these gaps and be relatively safe. It can also be a little clumsy in the sense that you don't really have any AoE. Works super well here. Is the Amazon helm. So yeah, the Slayer is great here. Really no complaints. Goblin showed up here. Back to the summoner.
Rest in peace.
Full ring. Oh. He getting close to killing Duriel.
Good day.
Horizontal.
This is a sacred. It does have one sorcerer skill and minus enemy cultures, so something like that could be potentially. Have minus lightning resist. So I'll save that, and yeah, rare rings I should save. Probably take this opportunity to hunt some of these non-rare stuff. All happen to be definitely some old stuff back here. So the one I have right now is actually pretty bad. It's just lightning resist. Oops.
There's nothing the right potion can't cure.
Some of these. Okay, one to all skills. think that is better. 5% spell damage. So right now our damage. Is with the skill. $14.47 to $18.02. Yeah, I guess the spell damage is better. Basically, just kind of makes up for that. And then we actually, so we have a passive that gives us +2 to all stats. So adding skills adds stats, but this also adds strength, dex. So basically makes up for it anyway.
How may I help you?
So although that +1 skill is almost better, if it had any other useful stat, I think it would make it then better than this. But this has resists, which I so. Oh, okay. 3 to all skills. Oh. This is very good. That would almost be perfect for me if it was lightning, minus lightning resist instead of minus cold resist. But it has 3 to all skills and lightning spell damage and spell focus. Oh, that's very good. I didn't even know amulets. I didn't realize amulets could get spell focus. I thought that was just a ring thing. So this is the large shield I made originally without realizing. So this is the tier 4 tiered unique large shield, which I would like to use, but I made it without realizing I don't have enough dexterity. And honestly, it's nothing incredible, really. It's just like vitality exists. But I do need the resists. It also has, I guess, absorb too. It's good. But yeah, like, we'd be perfect if I could be wearing that right. We're actually getting close. I mean, we need like 60 more dexterity. Or through a few more of these. There's another skiller ring, but he doesn't have their stat. So just kind of sorting these over here. Keep them. Just a skill on its own. Rare, I can say. Okay, here's another skiller. Yeah, this probably is better then, because it does have minus lightning resist, XP, and then it has strength. Uh, it's hard to say. I mean, maybe I'll keep using it for now, and then I guess it's actually better than because that has. So I'll keep using this for now until I switch to the field, then I'll use that ring. It's not worth losing the resists, right? Read all skills amulet. I guess it's not that rare. This game is just hard for me to recalibrate from regular D. A nice little there. Spell focus. Good fire bill. Alright, so now we got the inventory's a little bit clean. It's orbs of did not want those, and now let's do some quick. Just kind of saving a few of each rune. Nothing fancy or. Alright, this is the ones that I happen to see. Oh. Do 4 and double cube it. Double cubes it automatically. 2 levels. Four. Oh yeah, 'cause it helps if you remember what you're doing this recipe. Uh, I'll have to make a little separate section for these higher ones. So let me just, I'll just sections. We got L starting here, lowest, and then up here, then it turns, and it goes down, turn, up. One more column. I think I'm also good on gems. I was kind of picking up a lot and then realized probably not necessary as I thought. Yeah, so there's a few different here with the amber, a lot like amber and taupe, similar. Well, not perfect. We're not dealing with. Alright, so this bed is in new ones, obviously. Sir. Gold is the 50th. Actually, even though. Actually, cube up ohms. Oh. I'll kind of put these away. I gotta sell them all. Alright, now let's get back to playing the game. We are doing Yep. Stuff on. Here's the square. I believe that is right here. Look at this. You guys are hitting a little hard. Yeah, we are hurting with those resists. Treasure goblin. There's some rare jewelry type stuff. I also dropped these, that type drops these scrolls of enchantment kind of stats onto. Or there's different types. Types of things there. These guys are shooting those, the cat warrior thing. Shoot a lot of projectiles. Can be one of the more deadly. For the belt, I'm using a tiered unique sash, which just has like really good basic caster stats and some nice resists. Spell damage, cast speed. Nice. I don't really want to go into there, so just Slayers kill those off. We'll say it's actually a boss. Oh yeah, actually this is King of Bale. Okay, so that's like a special bonus quest, but I actually high enough level. You know, I suppose I'm so close, I could probably go. So I'll just do this, and then come back. I don't really know what Duriel does exactly. I think he makes like towers or something, which... Yeah. Maybe we can't even kill him. This does a lot of damage. Just scourges. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, those towers. Yeah. I've seen like a few other bosses where they do those towers, and I really have not figured out how to deal with that yet. Oh, hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid.
I bet you.
Playing Diablo 2 Median XL. I'm not very experienced with. I just got to level 100 yesterday and just kind of trying out hell difficulty. And level 100 is pretty easy to get to actually. I probably did that over like just a couple days of casual playing. This is kind of where it actually starts to get hard. Alright, so we're playing Unholy Paladin. It's a caster build. Why didn't I make a town portal? It would be hard. This isn't even the right Alright, that's not even the right tomb. Here's the... So we got Duriel down. I mean, the towers are just doing a ton of damage. Okay, yeah, from median to hardcore. Cool, cool. Yeah, I actually haven't really watched a lot of streams of Diablo. I don't even know. Alright, so let's figure out what I gotta do. I gotta try to I think I just gotta keep the scourges alive too. Just damage them with the lightning. Yeah, I probably should have. It was close. I probably could have done it. I'm just gonna run out of here until those towers go away. Yeah, I probably could have done it that first time. I think I needed to also just prioritize nuking Duriel with the Mind Flay. Because we're so close to dying. If I had just done that more. Got him. Alright, so these look kind of... I don't know if I've seen these yet. But yeah, these are just tiered uniques, so... Be nice though. Dang. This was 3 paladin skills instead. Like, plus those resists, like, sign me up. Oh yeah, so they do the hardcore thing, kind of like Path of Exile. That's cool.
Hello, I thank you.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So this is like my first time ever playing it, so I was like so certain. Okay, oh yeah, it actually does into League as well. That's cool. That's cool, I guess. I was first time playing it, so I was just like so certain that I was going to die anyway that it's like not even in my thought process. Don't stack naturally. It's fine. So we did Duriel. Oh yeah, I was gonna level up one more time. I could probably just do that in. Ooh, okay, that Rain of Fire thing. I ran into that on Nightmare and that was still pretty tough. Just gotta pay attention to that, especially if I think my fire resist is even worse now than it was back then, so that is very deadly. So I did just see they did the announcement for the Diablo 2 remaster coming out of it. Should be exciting. Though I wonder, I was curious if they would be wonder if there'll be any modding for that. That would be pretty. If they actually, like, for example, if Median XL or the other mods were able to switch over to that and get all this with the graphics, it'd be pretty cool. See, as much as I like the base game, I'm not. I feel like it's kind of played out, you know? Like, I don't know if I really want to dive back in after again, if it's just going to be the same gameplay. That's okay. So you're saying keep my innate skill up. That's my #1 defense. Yeah, let me check here. Which one is my innate skill again? I'm super, kind of a noob at this, unfortunately. Still trying to figure this out. Yeah, you know, it's hard to be optimistic about it. So I think the buffs I've been normally casting are Super Beast, Symphony of Destruction. It's just like a damage thing. Vessel of Justice. Which is just also a damage thing. That probably doesn't even hardly do anything anymore. Tainted Blood. Right. Oh yeah, Tainted Blood. That one's pretty. But it just adds defense and poison resist. Okay, Symphony is the one we're leveling. Slayer, yeah, Stormlord. Tainted Blood. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, so this also just gives me the 64 spell focus and regenerates life in 29 seconds. Okay. But that portion doesn't level up as the skill levels up. More healing per base level. Okay. Okay, so it does level up, kind of. Scourge, okay. Alright. So yeah, those should be all up. Scourges are up. Alright. So jam through here. Yeah, it is hard to be optimistic about Blizzard, but you know, the way that I see it is if you compare them to the other humongous companies, they're not. They're not as bad as they could, which is not saying much. But, I mean, I guess it could be worse. Then again, I haven't, it's hard for me, I don't even pay that much attention, because, it's been a while since I've actually purchased a game, so, I don't even know how they're doing with their most recent stuff. So yeah, who knows? And then the other thing too is it's like these days, like after even like, I mean this was even back with the original Diablo 2, it's like after the game ships, then like they just replace the whole team and everything, and then you never know who's working there. People that work there now were not that made the game, so it's like. But at the same time, it's like people that made the previous bad decisions that you didn't like now. Those people might be gone, and it's like, you know, new people might be better, and I don't know. You can't it's so hard to base your judgments on the previous experience, which is unfortunate, but you get people that I think are just anxious because it's been so long and there's nothing else to talk about because they don't give you any news. So, you know, people just assume the worst and just cautiously optimistic until it actually comes out, and then we can see how it is. It sounded from... I watched Brunsky's video, kind of briefly talking about it, the remaster, and it sounds like they're doing everything right so far. You know, the game engine is the same, just layering graphics over it. It sounds like, and they're also not, you said they're not doing anything to like mess up the original Diablo 2 or any of the mods for that. Yeah, it's about how they don't listen. Yeah, I suppose that is a big concern too. A lot of the time is like, it feels like there's this D2 community exists completely separate from Blizzard, and they're just, you know, they just happen to make the game, but they have no interaction with the community except whenever it's convenient for them, and they're kind of like outsiders where they don't fully understand what's going on anyway. Yeah, I suppose it's weird. I mean, I guess with like such a big company, it's hard to expect that, but I mean, it'd be nice. I do appreciate it when you have like some of the smaller developers or other games where they do have a more better kind of relationship. And yeah, I don't even know too much about it because again, it's like people like me, and I guess like a lot of people that I know, the other people that I know that are super into it, it's like, yeah, we're not even really like the target demographic for Blizzard because we don't really, and they're dead anyways. We don't really buy games all the time anyway, so like it shouldn't, as a marketing, they're into like, they were to do the marketing correctly, they shouldn't be catering to us. I knew I was gonna die to that fire thing. Now see, I don't even remember. I don't think they dropped anything. I don't know why I'm trying to look for stuff. I don't think they dropped anything. Plus the man, this XP is slow. Let's just go to add. Let's go through the portal.
I thank you.
Or no, yeah. Have I played the game before?
Greetings.
What am I doing? To talk to these guys. I'm learning all the new stuff for the mod, and it's get the regular stuff. Yeah, let's just see. I kind of just want to level up one more time, and then I can try to do that level 110 challenge from Duriel's from the room before Duriel's room. Probably die to it anyway. And now here's where I really like that map reveal function. And we've got our teleport too, so this should be super easy, nice, smooth walking through. Alright, so let's look at them. Looks like we want to go. Guess I do kind of grab the waypoints for old time's sake. Fifth room. Must be a new one. I'm gonna go to the waypoint and I just kept getting distracted by these other monsters. Yeah, you know, it's... I don't even need the waypoint. Yeah, let's go, I think, this way. Go to the area thing, clearing in the, and we'll see if that is the piece of the thing. What is it? The spider cavern? So far, this area's been pretty good. I think this monster type is much easier than the stuff we were facing before. So we really just die to like fire projectiles. That guy blew up with fire, so I gotta be careful of that going. Probably kill me. Oh, and then I remember these guys are Jinns are resist or ever absorb magic. So not great from Slayer build. 2 skills, nothing else really. So, suppose we go up right. Looks like on the map, I think that's a waypoint. That might be player jump. This is a weird, this is one of those weird layouts where the player jungle is separated into half. I do like the skill setup quite a bit though. That Mind Flight is nice. No, I haven't set up a loot filter yet. I should probably start doing it soon. Just got kind of lazy. I just started like a couple days ago, so. started like a couple days ago, so I wouldn't even know what to filter. Even now, I'm still kind of learning everything. This is the first time where I kind of have an idea of what should be picking up. This is the tier. 24x. So we're kind of getting close to being able to upgrade those to tier 4, but not yet. Oh, this was what? What? This was Spider Forest? That is so weird. I say, I suppose it's not gonna let me. Do. Yeah, I guess the only kind of weird thing I've been trying to figure out is what a good way to get more like strength and dex without putting points into it. Obviously we have the skill. But I feel like it's just, we're at like this and I've put 0 hard points into it. Strength dex, all points are in energy so far. But I'm trying to kind of figure out like what it looks like to get, when you get up to like wearing like sacred level stuff. Do you just have to put in like a few hundred points in strength and dex, or it's kind of my main outstanding question. I know that we get like some of these charms and things too. But I have Divinity, Sunstone, and I know there's other charms they'll get as well, but do they really add like a ton of attributes, or is it still kind of, still have to end up putting some points in? These guys are faster than that. That was wrong. Should have been a little more careful with it. That's one of those situations where, you know, sometimes you just need the best defense is to kill them. Especially when you're playing like a glass cannon build, like. Okay, so now we're in Great March. I like so these guys, the Spark Elves, actually cast kind of like water, like firewall. Looks like water or bubbles, and it does like a knockback, which is pretty cool. Doesn't seem to do like a ton of damage or anything, but I like how it kind of pushes you around, and it's kind of like a situation where you can't get to the place you want to be. You can kind of, you're getting attacked in melee range, and it can really mess you up. It doesn't just like one shot you. Like some of the other crazy spells from it's kind of more of a tactical. So my hotkeys are a little bit rusty here too. I haven't been using the teleport for very long, so I still might rebind that at some point. There are the water walls. Burn down another goblin. Let's see. Definitely see, definitely see how, like, yeah, this one magic find would help. Then, like, all those sacred items would be a little bit more useful, I think. So this is, yeah, not Dex code. Alright, so this is not the... So I'm kind of just looking for the flare jump. Take stock here and check the map. I mean, it's obviously just... Okay, actually that's the waypoint. It's next to that. Ooh, yeah. Saw that. I think that's the danger too. I get into that habit of toggling off the run, and then I can going in too deep.
There.
My minions are just stuck too far to help. Like this. Yeah. Spider Forest isn't even good.
Hello.
It's really good. It's faster. Sorry, it's not even here. I had just gone this way from the very beginning. Much easier. Alright. When we get to the flare. Oh, this is where I okay, so yeah, this now is where loop up and around this to the top. One of those guys was Urban Man. Outfit. Thanks. Careful about whatever that was. Somewhat not.
This blade shall
Say there
pierce
weren't
the
any
heart
enemies
of the
around. Did the Gidbin? Luckily that one. Where's the top left again to grab the scenic. Top left again, grab the dungeon. Or the actually what is the waypoint? And dungeon should be oh, it was the one. Yeah, it was the one by the. So that should be good. Not too bad of an Act 3. I mean, if I had gone the right way at the beginning, it would be very easy. found too much. I guess this is nice. Disenchant. Not finding a ton of stuff. Still kind of looking. Leather. The guide wants me to pick up leather gloves on just for mystical. Until I can do the sacred crafting. I was hoping to just pick up some leather gloves. I don't think I've seen it. Although I suppose it doesn't. I don't think it really matters too much. They probably just recommend that for because it has good defense without having that much of a strength requirement. I could probably just pick. Set item. Yeah, this is my first set item. And I will not be using this one. Traps.
Back in.
Did I get the... Oh yeah, I got the cherry.
Well, pretty.
Welcome. Now that
From the ashes of...
Swing back to Ormus. Zan Isu's Charm. 3 to skill levels, cast speed, minus cold resist. Good amount of minion life. Oh, and then Ormus gives me a bunch of these. Really need. Is this from Ormus as well? I don't think so. Not really going for that build though. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been hanging on to extra shrines either. Not gonna, so. Yeah, now. Bounce back to here and then just a little bit further northeast. Yeah, I could almost, like a lot of, it's probably faster now to actually just use Mind Flay. staff, just to say. Strength. Useful. I have the staff just in case I want to make that into base. Just even a little mind flave. And you know, maybe I should probably just put points into it. Yeah. Still looking for that large shield. I don't think I've seen one. Because I'm going at a pretty slow pace. It's not that surprising. I suppose for like actual decent sized groups, this isn't that much faster really. Groups probably a better Slayer still. Small one-offs, I can blast them with this instead of Slayer. And it does actually start to kind of just drain my mana. Useful. Gotta grab the Kurash chest. And so it feels like a round effect. It's the poisoners. Wait, it's kind of dangerous to me there. Oh no. See. Oh yeah, should actually remember to indicate more often spots. The Lamisom's tome is always in Ruined Temple, always in Czar. Probably super obvious, but it took me way too long. I can just clear the sewers. Oh, hell. Yeah, I thought there was a boss group that goes near the sewer entrance. Very easy brain. Or is that the brain? Or is it...
You have.
May the Black Book deliver us from evil.
So that is alright. I'm just out of there. Why am I still? I'm still running. Good thing I had Kate that time, so. Ooh. Okay, I thought I might have died there. Good. A lot of fire hits here though. Got the treasure seeker. Swing. F-bet. Really neat. Was this? The barbarian said. An energy. Life mana on attack slows attack. It's just like 2 skills on the. Oh, okay, not sacred. It's kind of. The unique staff. Spell focus. Baron poison resist. It actually matches. I wonder why. So they had me use this instead. I think that would be. Whatever. That was fun. Guys, love that mind flake graphic. It just shoots out with the beams and then kind of spreads on them. It's clearing pretty smoothly. Group over there. So stumbled upon that the highway. And yeah, so yeah, get Tribe Council, kill all that, and then we can just try Mephisto. Sacred Rare Armor. Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, it does have 2 skills. Life. I think I'll hang on to that. It's the best sacred rare I have had. Ooh. Take it a little slow. I'm not super sure, but what all these things do. Yeah, there's some attacks in which they are. Ooh, ranged attacks. I'm just stream it. Sloppy.
Greetings.
Yeah, I had a good setup going, and I just
What do you need?
massive tactical errors there at the last moment for no reason.
Mass. Not in town.
Alright, now we are ready. There we go, got the Slayers in the spot. I think they are hitting the boss. I am taking damage, okay.
Temple shall shine
We
anew
got him.
with the light.
I want to. Some Slayers in there. Stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this. Not really useful. skill. Oh, mana and lifesteal good on that? I really. That's not too bad either. Really no defensive stats.
Impossible.
This cave.
Rid.
Points in the box. Ooh, wait, hold up. Large. Alright, so we should make this into a tiered level 3 tiered unique merge.
Greetings.
Nice. Right, and then the other thing it adds that it does have is just a bunch of vitality and then magic find. So it actually like decreases my damage because I'm losing skill, but so we're at 15, 20, 15 to 19. Yeah, by like 100, but let me get pretty good resists. Resists are actually still pretty bad, honestly. Oh, but I guess I can shoot game time. Let's see. I think I'll probably actually just call it here. Sell that. Probably just call it. But yeah, let's just call the stream here. But check out my YouTube. I'll be uploading the stuff here. Play like variety games. Thanks for the thanks for the raid earlier. I do really appreciate that. So check out you guys as well and people in the playing Diablo. I think my game is ending. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, everyone. Have a good